Here's the thing. I don't believe in inspiration. I believe in data. If you are sitting around waiting for a viral idea to hit you, you're losing. So I built a machine to do it for me. It scrapes the biggest creators in my niche and finds their highest performing video, and then it uses GPT-4 to reverse engineer their psychology. Basically, it gives me the viral formula without the guesswork. Hi, my name's Chris. I'm a solution architect and I build these workflows so you don't have to. But before we build it, I want to show you exactly how it works. So check this out. On the left, we have the n8n workflow, and on the right, we have an empty Google Sheet. I've already fed this agent a list. It knows who the best creators in my niche are. Now watch what happens when I hit execute. Boom, the system wakes up. Right now, it's scanning their profiles live, it's ignoring the flops, and it's grabbing the viral hits. It then passes them to the AI agent, and right there, look at that. It didn't just copy the video link. Look at column E. It analyzed why it went viral. It found the hook, it found the curiosity gap, and then in column F, it wrote me a brand new script. Same viral structure, but written for my specific topic. I just got a week's worth of content in about 10 seconds. You want to build this? It's easier than you think. So let's get into it. All right, step 1. We need a hit list. I keep this super simple. Just a Google Sheet where in column A, I put the username, and in column B, I put the minimum view count. That view count is important, as we're going to use that later to tell the AI agent to ignore the boring stuff. So inside of n8n, just drop a get rows node. Connect it to your sheet and you're done. Now here's where most people get stuck. You can't simply scrape TikTok directly. They're smart and they'll flag you as a bot and they'll block your IP in 2 seconds. So we're going to cheat. We'll use Apify. So think of Apify as your personal mercenary. It handles all the proxies, it handles the browser fingerprinting, so you don't have to worry about getting banned. Now inside of n8n, drag in a HTTP request node. We're going to hit the Apify API directly. Set the method to post and paste the URL for the TikTok scraper actor. Then, look at the body parameters. This is where we map the username from our Google Sheet. And watch this part. In the JSON body, add a line that says exclude pin post and set it to true. Why? Because pin posts are usually old. They are viral hits from 2021 and we don't want those old contents. We want current trends. We want to know what is working today. So once that runs, Apify sends back a dataset ID and we'll use a second HTTP request node to get the data. And boom, we have the raw data for every single video they've posted recently. Okay, so we have the raw data. We have a list of 20, maybe 30 recent videos, but we have a problem. Even the best creators post garbage sometimes. And if we send every single video to our AI agent, number 1, we are wasting money on OpenAI credits. And number 2, we're just gonna clone average content. I don't want average, I want outliers. So we need a bouncer. Drag a code node onto your canvas and connect it to your Apify output. Now pause. This is the tricky part. This code node has the videos coming in as input, but it also needs to know the rules from our Google Sheet way back at the start. In n8n, most people think you can only use the data from the node directly before. Wrong. So in this script, which again is in my automation vault, look at line 5. We are literally telling the code, hey, ignore the flow for a second. Go look back at that Google Sheet node and grab the views targets. Then it runs the comparison. It checks the video view count. It checks your specific target for the user. If the video has 100,000 views, but your target was 500,000 views, cut. This workflow kills it right here, it stops. So hit execute. Look at the green number on the input. And now look at the number on the output. It just saved us money and it ensured that our AI agent only used the absolute best videos. So we've filtered out the noise and we're left with the pure signal. And so the next step after we have filtered out all of our items, we want to go ahead and add it to our Google Sheets. So let's add an append or update row node. And you'll see here that I've mapped the web video URL, the video views to the play count, and the video date as well. and I've added a to format, date, YYY. That gives us an output now, and you'll see those fields have now been populated in our Google Sheets. So the TikTok URL, the video views, as well as the video date. So if we go back into n8n now, the next node is we want to get the rows. The reason that we want to get the rows is we want to get the URLs for each row so that we can pass it into our next agent. So what we're doing here is we're adding an if check, and we're checking if the status of those rows is set to empty. If it is, we'll go ahead and append and update the rows with the status of new. Now you'll see why in our next step here. When we go down to our second branch, we're getting the rows with the status of new. So we don't want to reprocess videos that we've already processed in the past. So this is a very important point where we're specifically going to get TikTok URLs that have the status of new. And you'll see here that the output is 2. Now again, we go ahead and we start our scraper. But this time, we're actually scraping the transcript rather than the videos that have been posted by the TikTok creator. So in here, we've set the URL to a different actor, which is going to scrape the best TikTok transcripts. Again, enter your API codes. And here in our JSON code, what we want to pass through is the videos and the TikTok URL that we had saved from our Google Sheets. You'll see here now we've got an output, and all we really need to do is wait until the actor has finished running, and then we add a second HTTP node to get the transcript. Here we're passing through the dataset ID that we had gone from the previous HTTP request node, and that will give you the output here. So again, once we've got the transcripts, we're gonna pass this to our first AI agent. Now, if you click into here, what we've done is we've given a prompt where we're passing through the TikTok URL as well as the transcript from our HTTP request node. Those are our inputs. Now, the very important part is our system message. And I'll just quickly talk about the role of this AI agent. It's actually a script analysis agent. And what it's doing is it's analyzing the creator's transcript for what worked well, and it's looking for any recommendations that we can use to improve the transcript so that when we pass it to our own AI agents, we'll have a list of recommendations to go. So again, let's go and pass it on to the next one. Now comes the fun part, the brain. Here is where most people mess this up. They just grab one AI node and they ask ChatGPT to write the script. And what happens? It sounds robotic, it sounds stiff. So we don't want to do that. We're going to use a two-step AI agent. Drag in your first AI agent node. I call this the first draft generator. Open the system message. We're not just asking for a script here. We're giving it a framework. In the prompt, which is in my automation vault, I explicitly tell it to use the delegation angle. I just said, start by identifying a task people hate. Open with the idea that you built a solution. Structure it into a hook, a body, and a call to action. This agent builds the skeleton of the video. It gets the logic right. But if you read the output, it still sounds a little bit like AI. So we chain him to agent number 2. Drag in a second AI agent node and connect it immediately. This is the final script editor. Their only job is to take that stiff draft and make it sound better. I literally put in the prompt, you are an expert editor. Make every line sound spoken, not written, and remove the fluff. Avoid labels like hook or body. Just give me the raw text. So the first agent handles the strategy and the second agent handles the vibe. This is exactly how you get a script that actually sounds like you. But we aren't done, because let's be real, a script is just text. You still have to figure out what to put on the screen. So I added the visual director. I feed the new script into this agent, and the prompt is simple. Read this script and describe the B-roll for every single sentence. Give me mid-journey prompts. Give me the stock footage search terms, so I'm not just getting words, I'm getting a shot list. And I'll use these prompts in VO3 to generate my B-roll automatically. Okay, the logic is built, the bouncer is active, and the agents are primed. Let's run this whole thing one last time and see what we get. So I'll hit execute. Now watch as it grabs the data. It passes the filter, and now the agents are getting to work. And there it is. Let's look at the result. First, look at the analysis column. It didn't just summarize the video, it found the psychological trigger, and it's identified exactly why the hook grabbed attention, whether it was a negative frame or curiosity gap. Now look at the new script. It took that exact viral structure, but it completely rewrote it for my specific niche. It sounds natural and it sounds punchy. And finally, the visual director. It's giving me a detailed cinematic description for the B-roll. I can just copy and paste that into Vira 3 and I'm done. So I have the strategy, the script, and all of the visuals in under 30 seconds. Now look, I know this n8n looks a little intense. There's JavaScript, there's JSON, there's these crazy prompts and API connections. Don't worry about it. I've explored the entire thing, the code, the agents, and the specific Apify settings. It's all inside my automation vault, and yes, it's completely free. So you can just download the workflow, plug in your keys, and make it work instantly. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.